So you got into business thinking, I'm going to be a business owner, but now you're starting to feel like you have to be a content creator. And I don't know about you, but I didn't start a business to become a content creator. It has evolved, and now I am here making content because it is part of the brand, it is part of the business, and it's what keeps it going. And so if you feel the same exact way, this video is for you, and I want you to stay to the end because I'm going to talk about a few reasons why you feel this way and how you can overcome them and leverage social media without having to become a full-time content creator and influencer. It's very simple, and whenever I break it down, hopefully it makes sense. If it doesn't, leave a comment down below of what doesn't make sense and what questions you have. So, you're a business owner, not a TikToker, obviously. If you've been on social media anytime at all, you've seen businesses leverage these platforms like crazy. Some content creators or business owners put out literally hundreds, sometimes thousands of pieces of content every single month. I don't know about you, but I don't have a team big enough to put out this much content that I have right now. And so what ends up happening is people get overwhelmed with the amount of content that they have to put out. And so what I have seen works the best for business owners, and this is what I teach in the 5-day free Build with Video challenge, link in the description if you're interested in that. But this is what I teach all of them to do, and it's this is one route to do it, and obviously there's more things you can add and subtract from it. But the easiest possible way is to follow this 3-step framework because you want to leverage social and you don't want to have to become a pro videographer or a professional influencer, which I've got that all the time. Oh, you're dirty, trying to be an influencer. No, dude, I'm trying to build a business and build a brand. The first thing that I want to share with you is posting one long form video every single week. Okay, let's break this down. What is a long form video? This is a video that you would typically find on a platform like YouTube. You can find it on things like Facebook. But it's a video, kind of like you're watching now, that is longer than 10 minutes long. So this is going to take at least 10 minutes to record, and there's a couple ways to do this. You can set up your phone, go live on YouTube, go live on Facebook, and talk about and film the video there. This is the route that you want to go if you don't know how to edit, if you don't want to pay an editor, if you don't care about fancy editing. This is the route to go. This is the easiest. So whenever you go live, try to go live for at least 10 minutes and think about the repurposing power more than the actual live stream itself. So let's go live once a week for at least 10 minutes talking about the solutions to your client's problems. And now you don't have to go live. You can film it, pre-film it like I'm doing this video right now. I'm going to take this video, go and edit it real quick and schedule it to go up here in a few weeks. But you want to make sure it's at least 10 minutes long because what we're going to do is repurpose the content, and we'll get into that here in a second. Whenever you're talking in your videos, there's a lot of hate online when it comes to people putting information behind a paywall, right? So this is information that you have to pay money for in order to obtain and get. With AI so relevant as it is now, this is no longer becoming valuable to the viewers. So what do you have to do now? So now you give it away for free and you sell the implementation or the execution of it, right? So what I'm basically saying is don't gatekeep this information. Give it to them for free because it's only going to build more trust between you and the viewer. So hopefully that's what I'm doing here with you. If you're watching this video and you like what we're about, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We have episodes like this every single week. But that's number one. Number two is the repurposing section of this. So you're going to either hire an editor, so someone to actually cut up the video and repurpose. So if you have a 10-minute video, there's probably 6 to 7 good clips in there that you can cut up and basically put onto the other social media platforms as short form content. These are things like Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikToks. And so you're going to repurpose all the content that you filmed in your long form video. So now all of a sudden you set up and record one time, and now you have a whole week, sometimes 2 weeks worth of content that you can be posting on your other platforms. So post a long form video onto YouTube, repurpose via an editor, or there are platforms. They do cost money if you use them quite a bit, but it's Opus Clips, significantly cheaper than hiring an editor, but it's an AI platform that edits the videos for you. And then you're going to go and repurpose and post these videos every day that you're not putting out a YouTube video. So we got YouTube first. Let's recap so far. You have YouTube first, film a video, take that video, cut it up into shorts, and now you have content for the rest of the week. And you don't have to pick up a camera one single time the rest of the week. So the third step in the framework is to be consistent in this. The only way this is going to work is if you're consistent over time. The way that you build trust, there's a stat from Google. If you've watched any of my stuff, you've probably heard it before. You have to have at least 7 hours of content on your channel, and the viewer has to watch at least 7 hours of content in order to trust you enough to buy something from you. So that's my first challenge to you. Do you have 7 hours of content? If not, go get 7 hours of content and post it on at least 4 different platforms. Now you have a good 3-step framework that you can use. YouTube video, cut it up into shorts, and you can even go further and repurpose more, taking your what's called the transcript, so the words that you say within the video, and you can use AI tools like ChatGPT or Grok, copy and paste it in there. Say, hey, give me a 5-day email campaign that is highly value driven for the reader with no call to action, or you can put a call to action, and it'll bust out 5 email campaign blasts, and you'll be able to copy and paste, and then you have content for 5 days in your email. So if you have an email list, that's huge. If you don't, try to build your email list. But that's the third thing, is being consistent. And so I want you to think of this as something that is never ending, something that is a normal part of your life now, something that you have to put on the schedule, put on the calendar, shave off time, consider it marketing hours if you want to do so. Because whenever you're putting out content like this, it's not just wasting time. There are real people on the other side of that screen. And if you have something, if you have a solution to their problem, whatever that is, if they trust you because they've been watching you, if they see you online, if they become aware of you, then the odds of them buying from you go way up. This is how you get people coming to you instead of you having to go to them. I have so many people. I had a friend text me this morning, and he was like, hey, what's your hit rate on your Instagram cold DM reach out messages? And honestly, I have no idea what the real number is, because I haven't necessarily had to rely heavily on them. I do still do them, but I don't do it near to the volume that I used to have to. Because now, whenever people see me so much online every single day, they don't forget about me. And whenever they first have a video project, or they first have a content question, I'm the first one they think about, because they see me every single flipping day on social media. And so be consistent. I've had people, this is a true story. This is one of my favorite stories. So I've been making content for my business for the last probably 4 years now. And there was one of my current clients. She actually followed me for about 3 years before I knew she even existed. So she followed me for about 3 years, and they eventually were like, hey, we actually need an advertisement video to play at one of the local sports games. And so I was like, okay, bet, let's meet. Let's talk about it. And she had told me, she's like, I've been following you for the last 3 years and you keep showing up everywhere. And I was like, as soon as I needed a video, you were the first person I thought of. This is the power. If I wouldn't have posted the content, I would have never met this person, or they wouldn't have even had a chance to remember who I was if I wouldn't have kept posting. And now they're one of our best clients, monthly retainer clients, and one of our biggest contracts. So this is the power. I didn't know. And literally the first day that I talked to her, she's like, yes, I want to work with you. I see in all your stuff. I trust you. You don't have to convince me. Let's just sign the papers and let's get started. And it blew my mind. This is the power of posting content every single day. So do you want that for your business? That's my question for you today. If you do, great. Let's get started. Sign up for the challenge. It's 5 days, me and you, one-on-one for 45 minutes a day on Zoom. And we talk about this stuff. We talk about, okay, let's make a specific plan. And I'm going to show you exactly how to make content work for you and not against you. So if you're interested in that, again, there's a link in the description. I hope you found some value out of today. I hope you utilize this 3-step framework like I do. I constantly use it. This video, this long form video, I'm going to be cutting up into shorts and email blasts, and you're probably going to see it on my social. So make sure to be watching. And now you're going to realize, like, hey, this is just one of the ways that I can approach making content that doesn't mean I'm having to be a full-time content creator. Like, there's every single business owner that I talk to, they're like, hey, I don't have time or the skills or the knowledge or the want to make content, but I know how powerful it is. And I see the power of it. I want to leverage it. I just don't want to have to do it myself. And that's where we step in as a content agency, as a consulting agency. And so anyways, hope this helped. If you like these types of videos, let me know down below. Make sure to hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.